Thank you so much for wanting to learn. We welcome you to our fun Zoom and hope that you'll stick around for the entire Zoom today to get the most out of the new products, especially. So we're going to start out with Sandy Curtis, our women's health nurse practitioner, who will start us off with our product of the month. Go ahead, Sandy.
Well, good morning. If I'm a little crooked, it's because I'm on my phone in the cab of the truck at homecoming at the University of Maine. So if you have trouble hearing me, let me know. I will try to speak up and try not to look too crooked here in the car. But anyway, I want to start out this morning with an essential oil that you might not know very well. So my goal is to change that. Pink pepper oil. We just celebrated Indigenous Peoples Day, and I learned a little bit about its history as I was reading about pink pepper oil. The pink peppercorn tree was sacred to the ancient Inca civilization, and they used it as an herbal solution for many health needs for years. Now, we often talk about how one of our goals is really truly to get to the root cause of any of our health concerns rather than just reactively treating symptoms over and over again. So I loved learning that internal use of pink pepper oil may help our bodies to maintain healthy cellular function and overall cellular health. Now, that is truly getting to the crux of the matter, isn't it? If your cells are functioning at their healthiest 100%, then you're going to feel your absolute best. I know that's my goal, and I believe in my heart that that is yours too. Now, its two main chemical components are limonene and alpha phalandrine. So when it's taken internally, pink pepper oil may be calming to the nervous system, and it may help support your healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels as well. So that's a benefit that we can all love. Those relaxing effects of it make it a great addition to your fractionated coconut oil for a soothing massage. So take a minute at bedtime to massage it into your shoulders as you start your relaxing for sleep routine. Now, my pink, I can't show you the bottle because I left it there right there in my bathroom when I got ready this morning and left. Maybe Roxanne can show you hers. In a diffuser, you can blend it with one of your citrus or your floral oils to create a wonderfully new scent that will provide a calming atmosphere for everybody in the room. Now, this oil, it's not our product of the month. It is our 10% off oil all through October. So here is your opportunity to save a bit and to add this oil to your collection. Now, let's talk about my favorite freebie, which is the product of the month. This month, it was eucalyptus. And because of our travel, everything that's been going on this month, we had to set this Zoom after the 15th of the month. So I'm hoping that some of you were able to take advantage of that freebie with 125 PV and got your loyalty order in by the 15th of the month to get that oil free. Now, I do have this one with me. I've got my eucalyptus oil. Now, Australia is home to over 700 species of this flowering evergreen called eucalyptus. It's part of the myrtle family, and it can grow to be humongous, up to 60 feet tall and 15 feet wide. Now, doTERRA studied all of those many species available. Previously, our eucalyptus had just one species, which was Eucalyptus radiata. Since then, they have completely reformulated it. They looked at the benefits and the chemical constituents of many, many species of eucalyptus there in Australia, and they created a new blend of 5 of those top species. So I'll spare you listening to me trying to rattle off all those 5 scientific names. Eucalyptus radiata is still one of them, but there are also now 4 other species of eucalyptus. So when you look at your bottle, you will see on it that it says Eucalyptus Essential Oil Blend. It is still just eucalyptus, but that means that it is all those different species of eucalyptus to get you all those best benefits. So by focusing, as they always do, on the chemistry and the benefits of those, we now have a proprietary blend that is unlike any other eucalyptus on the market. I love that. Now, its primary chemical component is 1,8-cineol, which you may have heard us mention it when we've talked about other oils in the past. It's a natural monoterpene, also known as eucalyptol. And this is the heart of many of its benefits, which are anti-inflammatory for our airways and antioxidant effects. This has been shown in numerous NIH clinical studies. It has a nice herby aroma that really just feels energizing. It's one that I love diffusing all by itself. That 1,8-cineol also has cleansing properties. One of those 5 species of doTERRA that doTERRA incorporated is also in our Abode blend, which is our new cleansing set of blends. And another one of those eucalyptus species that doTERRA studied is in our On Guard blend. So they have really utilized some of the finest of the eucalyptus that we are sourcing from Australia for all of these cleansing oils that we use. Now, the eucalyptus blend can also be calming. So think about diffusing it in a stressful situation, or to allow its cooling sensation to give you a feeling of more relaxed airways and breathing. Keep that in mind as we get into these colder months. And that cooling sensation, it also makes a great addition to your soothing massage oil. It's another one to just rub right into your shoulders as you wind down from the day. When I say massage oil, it's something you can very simply just put in your hand and rub it on your low back, rub it on your shoulders to help get those effects and get you calmed down whenever you need it during the day, or especially at bedtime. So I hope that many of you were able to get this oil free as part of your loyalty rewards program. And if you are not yet receiving this product of the month benefit, if this is something that is kind of new or foreign to you, please reach out to one of us to brainstorm how you can ditch and switch, simply replacing items that you need and that you're buying somewhere else with doTERRA's clean and natural products to help you hit that 125 PV, and then you can be earning free products and earning points along the way. It's also a great way to find another one of your new favorites. I've been introduced to a lot of new oils through that product of the month program. So because of those cleansing properties that I was talking about in eucalyptus, I wanted to share this as my DIY today, which uses eucalyptus oil. It is a tub and shower cleaning spray. So what I did, I took a 16-ounce spray bottle, and I have a number of these glass cleaner bottles that I use all around my house. I added to it 2 tablespoons of our On Guard cleaner concentrate. This is another staple in my house. I add this to lots of things and find this useful throughout the house for cleaning. We also use it on, my son and I use it in our restaurant also for cleaning tables. Then to that, I added 7 drops of each of these oils. So spearmint, lemon, eucalyptus, and tea tree. Those 4 oils I added to that cleaner concentrate. Then I finished filling up the bottle with 1.5 cups of white vinegar. Put the spray top on, give it a good shake every time you use it. You can spray this on your tub, shower, tile, your faucets, the glass shower doors, or your shower curtains. Let it sit about 30 minutes and do its work. And then if you have any extra grimy areas, you can give it a scrub, but then rinse the whole thing off with lots of hot water. Now, a heads up, if you have granite or marble, you might want to avoid this just simply because of the acid in that vinegar may cause some pit natural stones. You are going to love that fresh, clean scent. And more importantly, knowing that you're not using toxic soap to clean up your house. So enjoy that. And now I will pass you on to the ever busy and incredible holistic wisdom of Dr. Marie.
Well, good morning, everybody. Sandy, thank you so much. That was fabulous. And how awesome that you get to be there. And what a perfect day. So I have the opportunity this morning to talk about two things. One of them being the essential oil white grapefruit, which I totally love. And it is available for only this month. So you might want to think about that straight away as you are putting in your order. And also, it's free, and the fiber, which I'll be talking about later. And I'm excited to talk about the fiber in different forms of fiber, but free for this month with your 200 PV. So now that I have that all set, it is considered, they called years ago, the forbidden fruit. And it was one of the first wonders of the world in Barbados. That's how it was revered as one of the wonders of Barbados. And in 1750, it was first spotted on the island of Barbados by a Reverend Griffith Hughes, who documented in a book that he wrote called The Nature of History of Barbados. So it's a fruit that's been around for a while, which is pretty awesome. And the name grapefruit is attributed to fruits that grow in clusters because it resembled grapes, right? But they were larger. And then in one of the original stories, I love history, so it's really fun when I get these little tidbits and stuff. This Captain Shattuck brought a pomelo seed to Jamaica and bred it to the first fruit, which it most likely originated from this hybrid form between two plants that were introduced then. It's bigger, obviously, the grapefruit, than grapes, but also it's different than the pink grapefruit or the ruby grapefruit that we get in the grocery store. Once in a while, I've been able to find white grapefruit. They don't grow it as much, but it's got a sharper kind of flavor to it, maybe even a little bit bitter, and it has a different kind of pith to it. You know, has anybody here ever had white grapefruit before? I know we can get it in the market. It's be kind of fun now
I
that
have.
you
I've
have.
had it
Have
in
you
Florida.
noticed a difference in it's a sharper flavor than the ruby red, which is
Yes.
sweeter? Yeah.
Yes. I like the ruby red better.
Yeah, it doesn't have that pucker kind of value to it. Yeah. But anyways, it's from the Asian orange and others in Indonesia. So people have tried to develop this a little bit as it's gone on. So the ruby came off of this and it mutated into this white. It's called Citrus paradisus. And it's generally used to detox. So a lot of people like to put a little bit in their toner or their cleanser for your skin. And I also read that some people feel those fatty spots that we get on our body, that if you add a little bit of this white grapefruit to your carrier oil and then rub that infused carrier oil onto those spots, that they decrease. So that would kind of be fun to do, and do a little experiment on that. But we need to remember that it is one of our citrus oils. So if you are applying it to your body, make sure, you know, for me, I would do it more in the evening because I would forget sometimes and go out, and it's photosensitive, right? Remember, all of our citrus is photosensitive. So they talk about waiting 12 hours before we do that. And also another thing with the white grapefruit that people really enjoy is the digestive qualities of it. So you could massage it onto your abdomen. It is a little bit more of a sensitive oil. So again, feel free to use a carrier oil with it, or it's absolutely delicious in sparkling water. We're big sparkling water people here, and our daughter bought us one of those. I can't think of the name of it. So we make our own sparkling water, and we'll add some of these oils to that. Absolutely delicious. And Sandy talked about in her DIY, because of the limonene in it, it has a real cleansing quality. So it would be great for that as well. And also, here it is, citrus, very uplifting. Remember, all of our citrus, they grow high. So we think of them as uplifting oils. And so they're going to be energizing. So if you need that little bit of lift in the afternoon, just open the bottle and smell it, or rub it on you, or just enjoy it, you know. You can add it to smoothies, you can add it to salads. I mean, there is no end to where you can use white grapefruit in my opinion. It does only come in a 5 ml bottle. So we have to remember that when I'm giving you all these things, you're going to go through that bottle quick. So you might want to take advantage of it. And, you know, from a psychological perspective, if we look at that uplifting, they say, you know, some of the people that are really into that end of it, that it's for confidence building and self-esteem. So you can rub it on your solar plexus. Say, if you have to give a talk or you're doing something that you're not feeling really confident, rub it on your solar plexus. And I think it's interesting. So this person that I was listening to that's really into the psych piece of it, he said, white grapefruit, white, focus on the white, you know, that it's more of a spiritual kind of, you know, energy or whatever that you want to put around it, which I think is kind of fun for those. My friend named Carrie, she loves all that kind of stuff. So just uplifting, delicious, multi-uses, and I think it's going to be fun for people to enjoy that if you haven't already. And what I would like to do, I'm going to talk about my DIY now because it has to do with this and not the fiber. This is a delicious little blend that you can use to spray on yourself, spray in your room. You could even do it in a diffuser, but I think a little spray bottle is great. And it's equal parts of one of my favorites, bergamot. This is absolutely uplifting as well. So equal parts bergamot, the white grapefruit, and lavender. Can you just imagine just even hearing the names of those three, how delicious that would be? And then I would just pour my water into my bottle. And then I always like to add a pinch of salt. I like this Redmond salt because I think it stabilizes the oils a little bit in the water. So I always recommend people do that when you do your DIYs in that. And then also, don't forget to label. I always use my little labels from doTERRA and just put each of these on the bottle so you'll know what's in it next time. And then when you put your label on it, room spray or whatever, put equal parts. Then you know equal parts of all three for this one, lavender, bergamot, and white grapefruit. So I hope that's helpful and that everybody gets on that and gets to enjoy some of that. So doTERRA's fiber. In my world, I have people talk to me a lot about bloating, gassy, uncomfortable feelings in their abdomen, and the lack of good, powerful bowel movements. And we always talk about fiber, okay? So there's two different kinds of fiber. There's soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber is a dietary fiber that can absorb high quantities of water. So it creates like this viscous gel texture in your digestive tract, right? So that slows down food, the transmitting of it, by the time it's delaying your stomach emptying, okay? So that way there, your soluble fiber helps control blood sugar levels, binds cholesterol from your food, and therefore reducing cholesterol. So due to these properties, soluble fiber is really recommended for managing people who have sugar issues in their life, okay? Insoluble fiber is another type of dietary fiber that does not dissolve in water. It remains intact as it moves the digestive tract, right? So it speeds up food passages through the system and adds bulk to your stool. So by consuming the insoluble fiber, it's going to help to maintain regular bowel movements on a daily basis. We need to be going every single day, at least once a day. So many people are toxic because they're not moving this through their bodies, okay? And so it's going to help prevent that constipation. So eating foods high in soluble may also help, prevent different digestive issues or outpouching of organs. Got to make sure I stay compliant. So I think you know what I mean. So anyways, doTERRA, in their awesomeness, in their research that they do, their fiber powder, I love it. We put it in our smoothies, and I eat a pretty balanced diet. Most Americans, it's recommended by the FDA that we have 25 to 38 grams of fiber a day. Now, some of it depends on your age, your sex, your weight, things like that. In one serving of doTERRA's fiber, you get 6 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber, lemon oil, vitamin C, and a prebiotic blend, okay? So it's going to help maintain a good digestive tract, good digestive function, also supports cardiovascular system. It's sourced from whole foods like apples and tapioca and flax seeds. I make tapioca, oh my gosh, with my whole milk. It is so good. But anyways, because of the flax seeds in that, it also helps control your appetite. So you need soluble and insoluble fibers to make this happen. And like we were saying before we went on air, that depending on the nutrient density of your foods that you're eating, I don't so much look at calories. I look at what is the food made of that's going to help sustain my body. And this fiber will also help that if people are looking at, weight control and appetite control and things like that. But it helps in the whole metabolic process itself. So I can't say enough of their fiber. And believe it or not, it's in my kitchen. I didn't even think to bring some in here, but I have a whole great big thing of it. I'll run and get it in a second and I can show it. But anyways, I highly recommend this, whether you put it in your smoothies, or I know with our grandkids, we'll mix it in a little bit of applesauce. It doesn't taste bad at all. I think it's a great way to get both forms that we need every day. And with that, I wish you all well and health.
Thank you so much, Sandy and Marie. As always, I learned something today, and I am very grateful. So, I'm going to kind of tie up a lot of loose ends here, and so I got quite a bit of information. Hopefully, we can get through it all by quarter of. The first thing I did want to mention is the Hygge and Stone Bubble pairing that is good this month. It's 34 PV for $54.50. Or you can buy just the Hygge, and it's spelled Hygge for $38 wholesale. Do we want cozy and inviting this fall? Absolutely. The Bubble Stone diffuser is small. It's a motion activated diffuser that comes in an easygoing soft color. Now, I don't happen to have that one, but I do have the original Bubble, which is so sweet, and it comes with this little USB cord that you can easily attach to a USB outlet or to your computer while you're working. Or you can put it in your bathroom via a special USB connection. But it's going to bring a subtle warmth into your space, and it's designed to hibernate until it detects movement. The diffuser's infrared motion sensor activates at a 13-foot range, and it's ready to release your favorite essential oil blend into the air whenever someone enters the room. It is simple to set up and operates without water in 2 mist modes. And the bubble diffuser uses a 5 milliliter or a 15 milliliter bottle. And I'm going to show you that pink pepper that Sandy wanted me to show you. This is a 5 milliliter bottle. And then here is the eucalyptus she was talking about. And that's a 15. So you can see the difference. And they last really a long time in the bubble. It's amazing. I've got one in my laundry room, and I haven't replaced that oil in many months. So it can fill a 110 square foot room, and it's very economical. It runs for up to 12 hours of spray time, and an indicator light flashes when it's time to recharge with that included USB cable. And I don't know if you noticed it, but there's a little cap at the top where the oil bottle will sit. And so like when I travel with this, which I have done, I just simply take the bottle out and I put the little cap back on, and it doesn't leak everywhere, which is nice. I still put it in a plastic baggie though, just in case. Now, that Hygge Cozy Blend, and that's the name of it generically, is the Cozy Blend, is to warmly welcome family and friends into your home. It has a woodsy, amber, and citrusy scent that creates a wonderfully inviting ambiance. That's the Hygge and Bubble. And the bubble, by the way, will probably sell out that first day it's available. No, it didn't sell out this time. Sorry about that. I'm thinking ahead to November 1st when there will be an emerald green bubble that will probably sell out that first day. The little bubbles make great gifts, by the way. Now, switching gears totally, I just want you to know about a new feature that doTERRA has created for us on our shopping bag screen. It's called the Instant Rewards order. These are for times when we want to add an order and not change our usual shopping bag items. So if you are a regular with your VMG or your Lifelong Vitality, you don't want to ever forget to put that back in your bag. Sometimes we can forget things. You're going to want to use, if you're in the rewards program, use your Instant Rewards button. You touch that, and what comes up is a one-time rewards order that will not repeat. You don't have to worry about deleting it later on. It gives us rewards if we're in the rewards program. And who doesn't want to be in the rewards program? I don't know who, but that's what keeps all of us at below wholesale pricing. And so the instant rewards option is perfect for last minute items. I know I was putting in orders right and left last month because of my travel and I needed things before I left. Or it's great for BOGOs or flash sales. Remember, our multiple orders will all add up to qualify us for our commissions too, those of us who get commissions. So that's pretty simple, huh? So look for that little button, the Instant Rewards button in your rewards shopping bag. Another thing you might want to think about this month, where Marie talked about the freebie white grapefruit and fiber with a 200 PV order. And by the way, white grapefruit cannot be purchased. It can only be gotten free this month with each 200 PV order that you put in. And it can all be in the same single order. They will divide up your 200 PVs and give you the number that you have earned. So if you wish you had earned it and didn't put in your 200 this month, but you want to still get it, you can always do a makeup order with the difference in amount to make it up to 200 by calling customer service, and that number is 800-411-8151, and ask the representative to do a makeup order for you, give the products that you want, and then you're golden. I love that makeup order, and that goes any month. It's not just this month. So you can make up before the 15th. If you forgot to put in enough stuff for your free product of the month, you can do it for your 200 PVs as well. doTERRA Greens, by the way, is going to be discontinued once their stock is sold out. So if you're a doTERRA Greens lover, you might want to stock up on those before they are sold out. And that's likely to be sold out this month. If you love them, order them as soon as possible. And again, if you're in the rewards program, you can do it on your instant rewards. Now, who has tried the brand new VMG Plus? It's a powdered version of Lifelong Vitality. And it's all in this little packet. It's all in this sachet packet. So you can see it's very thin and it's very packable. I took this to Italy and I am so in love with it. I'm not finishing up my Lifelong Vitality capsules. My husband is. And so it's made of one sachet, and VMG stands for vitamins, minerals, greens, plus the CRS that we got from that bottle. And so what you do is you take that, plus you would take 3 of the new E-Omega plus essential fatty acid soft gels, just once a day. So that's how I'm starting every day. First thing, that's what I'm doing. I have a bottle, a special bottle that I purchased, but you can use any kind of a jar that you want to. Now these the E-Omega pluses are bigger than the former maroon colored E-Omegas. Okay. And so at first I looked at it and I'm going, you know what? I have trouble swallowing things. That's why I'm so happy about this powdered form. And so I looked into it. You can chew them. You can chew them. And to me, it's like eating a little piece of a gummy candy. I have never had a gummy except for like an old gumdrop back in the day when I used to eat sugar. But it kind of has that consistency, that texture, and it takes a little bit to chew it, and you swallow the whole thing, and it tastes like orange, a little bit of orange zest at the end of it. No fishy taste at all. It's so easy peasy and very tasty too. And my customer chewed on one just last Wednesday at my home class, and she said it was very good too. And she was smiling as she was doing it. I kind of like chewing it first thing in the morning when I'm drinking my VMG Plus, and I throw in myself. I'm lazy. I like to get things done all at once if I can, and the experts at doTERRA said this is absolutely fine to do. What I put into my large enough container is I add my recharge for the day, I add my fiber for the day, I've got my VMG in there, and I also put in my MetaPower Advantage collagen. I shake it all up. It tastes very good. It tastes substantial to me. And then I'm chewing on those 3 omegas, and then I'm kind of ready to get started with my day. And so what do we know about the omegas? The omegas are extremely cardioprotective. Clinical trials showed 42% had lower blood pressure, and 16% had a lower heart rate. That's impressive, right? And it's a pineapple mango flavoring, and it's all natural flavoring, by the way. And they actually took into consideration creating this formulation of VMG Plus that 40% of us cannot use our B vitamins. So they've been formulated with methylated vitamins B9 and B12 for greater absorption, along with our minerals. So they've methylated the minerals as well. There's likely no allergic reaction to that flavoring, by the way, that they've asked on that too. The liposomal technology of enclosing the nutrients in our VMG plus in a fat bubble will protect them through the gut and gets us 80 to 90% absorption rate right into our cells versus the usual 20% of other vitamins out there on the market. So you can see why I'm kind of crazy about this vitamin, this new vitamin alternative. Now, they're not getting rid of the Lifeline Vitality. For those of you who love to swallow capsules and soft gels, go for it. For me, it was a struggle every day to get mine down. But I did it because of the benefits. I will never give up those benefits, as you've heard me say before. Now, anybody like the love frankincense the way I do? I love frankincense. I'm a frankincense nut. I take it internally, topically, and I don't really diffuse it, but I will smell it from the bottle when I'm needing a little bit of stress support. But even if you only love frankincense half as much as I do, you're going to love the new frankincense boswellic acid capsules because they're super effective. It has been clinically shown to decrease CRP and IL-6 key markers for inflammation in just 4 weeks. People reported feeling better and less anxious. You can check the NIH research on that. It's superior for cell health. We're going to translate what that means in our Q&A after I stop the recording because we need to stay compliant on this recording. So if you want to hear the down and dirty on real issues, you're going to want to stay here for the Q&A. The frankincense boswellic acid capsules also help cognitive function. Who can't use that in our busy lives, right? And the adorable capsules show the acid is encapsulated by zinc and beta carotene, which I'm not even sure what beta carotene is. I need to look that up and really understand that better. But I'm going to show you one of these capsules. They're very unique. Every day I take mine, I'm going, this is just so darn cute. Let me see if you can see. They're little tiny, tiny beads. And if I move, you can see them floating around in the frankincense oil that is in there. So this is an easy way to get your frankincense internally. And so in each capsule is the zinc, beta carotene, the boswellic acid, 65 milligrams of frankincense oil, and a high quality olive oil that surrounds it. Then we've also got, for our frank lovers, a frankincense and nail wood stick. We're loving the sticks, I know, because they're so easy. You don't have to get anything on your fingers. You don't have to worry about accidentally touching your eyes, which I'm very known to do. This will really help restore your skin. It helps. And I do smell this one every time I take the cap off though. So it's like a little deodorant, goes on nice and smooth. It's not greasy at all. And it gets absorbed very quickly. It will help minor skin irritations, and it has been shown to improve skin imperfections in 2 weeks. So if you got something going on, give this a try. It'd be a great little experiment for you to try. The bisabolol is a new word to me. Bisabolol comes from nail wood, and it decreases signs of aging and is great under the deep blue stick and the Serenity stick. So I'm using them there as well. It brightens and renews skin and works synergistically with the frankincense. So that's why they paired nail wood up with frankincense. Now the final new convention products, looking at my time here, were 3 escape blends. And these 3 escape blends are great for helping transport you to a different place if you want to be in a different spot in your mind or spiritually. The first one is the Vineyard Blend, and the Vineyard Blend is also known as the countryside blend. And honestly, now that I've been to Tuscany and Italy, this to me seems perfect. It's a peaceful blend of guaiac wood, black pepper, wild orange, copaiba, and cedarwood, as well as sweet pimento berry extract and fruity buku oil that whisks you through a vineyard countryside with rows of flourishing grapevines, the earthy aroma of soil underfoot, and the subtle sweetness of ripened fruit lingering in the air. Doesn't that sound like something you want to get right into? Then we have the Amazon Rainforest Blend. So the generic is the Rainforest Blend. The Amazon Blend features essential oils sourced through co-impact sourcing, of course, initiatives, just like the other one was too. And it includes helichrysum, green mandarin, cedarwood, wild orange, eucalyptus, bergamot, black pepper, tonka bean, vetiver, and siam wood that will transport you underneath canopies that stretch out like a living tapestry, filtering sunlight into dappled patterns that dance across a forest floor. Oh my God. Whoever wrote these descriptions is just so smart. And then finally, the coastal or seaside blend. The coastal or seaside blend is made up of cedar wood, grapefruit, eucalyptus, bergamot, and coriander, as well as creamy coconut, those of you coconut lovers like me, and oceanic seaweed extracts that emulate sunny blue skies and waves rolling in and out along a seamlessly endless shoreline. So if you want to capture any of those feelings or any of those thoughts, try those blends. Now, they can all provide great escapes from your day to day. If you can't get away, but you want to, then these are going to want to be your blends. And I believe, I'm not sure if they're permanent or if they're just for this month. Maybe somebody can correct me on that. And remember too, Allie Van Sandbergen, who just joined us, is still able to get our new members and reactivating members a free balance oil for 100 PV initial order. And reactivating members will not need to pay the fee at all. That will be a free, it'll be like a new enrollment, really. And they can add an adaptive touch for a 200 PV order, as well as get the fiber and white grapefruit, a diffuser possibly, and your goodie bag items from your enroller. Let me know if you want her 2-minute video and the promo code to gift them and get them started on a doTERRA wellness lifestyle as well. The last thing I do want to mention before I run out of time here is that holiday items should be ready for November 1st, as far as I understand. And they will include, now these are kind of the highlights. There are a few more other things, but there are cinnamon throat drops, which are the little individual wrapped cinnamon. Some people call them candies. I don't. But they're throat drops. They will help with appetite as well as blood sugar and so forth. The lip gloss, which you might have seen me using it before. I love this stuff. I bought 6 last year. I was able to get 6 last year. And I love the way this feels on my lips. And every time I lick my lips, I know I'm eating something safe. That lip gloss is a ginger color. There'll be a gardenia roller, touch roller. Gardenia is, I think it's the first of a kind for us. And I believe there'll be some gardenia lotion. I'm not sure if that'll be available November 1st or not. There'll be lemon lime drops, again, the individually wrapped drops, an emerald green bubble diffuser, which looks so gorgeous. There'll be a new oil blend called Yule Log. and some traditional holiday oils, holiday peace, holiday joy, holiday love. And some of these things will sell out in a day or two. So you do not want to hesitate on putting in your holiday order. Okay. So I'm going to stop this recording now and I am going to open it up for